Welcome to the Daytona International Speedway. It is the heat races for the Great Sim Race, and we are underway for the Daytona 1000 Speed Weeks. And Halima Hibbs with a good start. Everybody up to the front or to the top of the track, crossing the line first. It's power racing. I think it was cricket. Underway. The green flag is out. The field rolls past the start-finish line, and it's green for heat number 2. And oh my goodness, we have quite a lot of contact in turn 1, and that could have gone very bad. Still 4 wide on the back straight, nearly 5 wide even. Team Maggini, Golf Racing, they're trying to get up there. This one is way more action-packed than the last one, and it's on the edge of a big one, and the first big one immediately. They're 2x2 at turn number 2. And it's Maggini to the lead, and Rich Annerson Motorsports is going to follow through, or will they, to Jay-Z, just able to block them. But checkered flag is waving in the air. Golf Racing, I believe, does get it. I don't know where Wetzinger came from, but they somehow got into the first row for the Elite 20 qualifying race. Wow, okay then. And with that, welcome back to the Daytona International Speedway. And it's finally time now to get down to real business. It is the Daytona 1000 Elite 20 qualifying race. These 20 cars right here, they are the Elite 20, and they're gonna fill the first 10 rows for tomorrow's race. But the question is, how will they line up? Because right now they're lined up by the way they finished in their heat races. The inside, or the right side from this angle, is row or heat 1, which starts on the inside. Power Racing won that heat, and then Wetzinger won for the outside lane for the Elite 20. And then the rest of the field lined up the same way as they finished in the heats. So we can see Chevy Beat did not make it into the Elite 20. Neither did Cricket Motorsports, despite being very fast last speed weeks. Thrustmaster not far in front of Chevy Beat, but is in front of Chevy Beat. And then at the back, the biggest surprises are the Deezer and the 79 cars at the back of the field. And FTM. Monster Energy Racing is also at the back of the field. And Scuderia Watch. So a lot of the user cars are at the way back of the field. Some that you'd expect to run in the top, at least top 30, are now in the low 50s and the high 50s, I mean. So then, let's get this one underway, shall we? It's 50 laps, quite self-explanatory what they have to do. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're green for the qualifying race. Power Racing leads the field to the green and stays in the lead at the start. And again, just like in Heat Race 2, we see that they bunch up at turn 1 at the entrance. And we can see the front 2 are the inside cars, which is not a big surprise. They're going to be 4 wide off the turn. 4 wide, and still 4 wide as we enter lap 2. A good first lap around Daytona in the Elite 20. And now they drop up to the outside. Checkered Flag Foundation, the first car on the inside line. Now up to the outside as well to get draft from the other cars. And only 4 cars stay on the outside line. They're going to be catched up to. Let's see if Power Racing can perhaps block down low here. Not yet. Lap 3 of 50. And it is Porsche FX going to the front. And look at how far back Flame Racing has fallen. Golf Racing and Team Total, the 2 lucky dogs, if you will, of the race, still at the back, but have made up a few positions, though Flame Racing is losing the pack. That is not a good thing in the 3rd lap. But there's still time to catch back up. It's not that big of a gap yet. I think he's going to be able they're going to be able to get back there. So then 5 cars on the inside line right now. You know, some people, they don't even want to start at the front. They just want to start in a good position in the middle of the field. They don't want to get involved at the front of the field because that's where the aggressiveness really happens. Lap 5 of 50. Porsche FX Racing leads the field. In front of Jamie Lee Racing and 2JZ, which, to be honest, is kind of my pick to win this qualifying race. Because, you know, they are very, very fast. And they've proven it once again. And as I've said before, the qualifying race and the heat races both won't really show what the racing will be like with 56 cars on track, because we're still 56 cars on track, because we're still missing half the field, and a bit more than half the field in this race. About 36 cars missing right now. Top 3 stays the same, but Checkered Flag Foundation trying to change that. And now, here comes Power Racing and High Speed working together to get back to the front. They're trying to get by Plant Eater. And they will, at least Power Racing will. 2JZ falling a bit back from the first two. Into lap 8. Here comes Power Racing, looking to get into third. He does, or they do. Goodness me. These teams do not have genders. Team Maggini second in their heat. But now they are going to be overtaken by Plant Eater on the inside. 3 wide back there, even 4 wide actually. No, never mind, 3 wide only through the trioval. Lap 9 of 50, almost a fifth of the way through. Now team total to the inside. Flame Racing still with the pack, so is Blackbirds Motorsports. Maggini Racing also in this heat race, in this qualifying race, also a fan favorite in the FTSRL. Girly Racing back there, the hot pink car. On the outside right now, falling back, but maybe just trying to avoid carnage in case something happens at the front of the field. You won't get involved in it. I thought that was contact for a second. Good optical illusion there by Wetzinger and 2JZ as Jamie Lee Racing goes to the point in this race. Jamie Lee Racing, but behind that, it's a mess. We can't quite see who it is right now. Right now it's team total, but for how long? Because here comes Checkered Flag Foundation trying to push through, but now it's total in second and Wetzinger in third. Or excuse me, now it's Power Racing in third. 2JZ getting a bit of a gap on the field here. Or Jamie Lee Racing, excuse me. Lap 12 of 50. Down the back straight. Checkered Flag Foundation looking for that third, if not even second. But they won't get second because total drops down low and locks down the inside line. No pass made. Total stays in second, but Checkered Flag Foundation moves up to the third place. Now IMDA Ring shows themselves in this match, or in this race. It's not a wrestling match, it's a race. And they go below the red and white line to make a lot of passes here. Might get up to third. Don't know how they are still below the red and white line, but oh well. They are up to third, and Team Total is looking for the lead, but can't get it done yet. They're still side by side. Now Jamie Lee Racing has to let them go. It's Team Total with the lead now. Still the field though tight together. as we enter lap 15 of 50. And Hamtara, or not Hamtara, High Speed Racing. Both the same cars, the only difference is the numbers. Down the back straight. Team total is a 3 wide for second, nearly 4 wide for fourth or fifth. Lap 16, here comes 2JZ. And 2JZ to the point. At the inside line, back with Power Racing, Familia Feli Racing gonna take it 3 wide down the back straight. 3 by 3 down the back straight here. 2JZ staying up. Maybe this will bite them back. Here comes Familia Feli Racing and the whole swarm of cars. 2JZ has lost only 1 position so far. I thought they were going to lose more from that move, but they didn't. Here comes Porsche FX Racing looking back for the lead. They were leading earlier. Now they're trying to get back there. Look at Flame Racing and how far they've fallen back. Completing lap 17 and into lap 18. Green all the way so far, no problems. Only entering turn 1, but oh well. Familia Feli Racing and everybody else running the middle line. A very interesting one there, because you can be on the offense and you can be on the defense if you're running that middle line. So it's a win-win situation here, as Familia Feli Racing seems to control the field. They know how to do it. A multiple-time champion in the IEC, the Glormia Endurance Championship. They know how to keep someone at bay, and they are showing it right now as they run the inside this time. 2JZ nowhere to go. They've got to keep the pressure up to make Familia Feli Racing drift wide up the track. And it's a 3-car breakaway here, as Familia Feli Racing, 2JZ and Power Racing have gotten a bit of a gap in front of Team Maggini, who is now leading that second pack. And there's a bit of a third pack also forming. It's just a 3-car train at the front. Looks like these are the powerhouses of the race, and I said 2JZ is going to be fast. But Familia Feli Racing seems to have gotten into the rhythm, and now they've gotten out front. And when they're out front, boy, it is not easy to get them there away from there to, let them fall down the field. It's not easy to punch them off their throne. Middle line again, just like everybody else. Familia Feli Racing might end up leading the most laps in this race. Wetzinger now with some moves in the tri-oval, in the middle of the field, I guess you could say. And there is indeed a third pack now, if not even only a second pack now, because they're all coming back together actually. Flame Racing seems to have finally gotten themselves out of last place in this qualifying Elite 20 race. But meanwhile, Familia Feli Racing, you saw them run the apron, or not the apron, but the only one to run the inside that last lap. And they're going to keep on the inside, and they are going to keep pulling away with this. It seems like they're in a class of their own right now. Familia Feli Racing with some smart moving around on the track. 2JZ holds on to that second place for now. We'll see for how long. But this race is far from over. We're just halfway. Nearly halfway at least. Now here comes Power Racing back. Team Maggini might look on a move for 2JZ, but 2JZ blocks. Good defense there. Here comes Flame Racing now looking for a couple of positions on the apron. And seems like they'll get about 3 of them. Might even get by Jamie Lee Racing, who seem to be stuck in the midfield now ever since falling up to the outside line. the only oval race of the season, Daytona, is tomorrow. At least for me, the full race will be available on Wednesday at the very max, as we're halfway through this Elite 20. And the highlights will already be up tomorrow by the time you're seeing this, if it is Saturday. Yeah, Saturday, yeah, right. Lap 27 for Male Fellow Racing, still keeping control of this race. And the first three have separated a bit from the field, not only with a 3-car breakaway, but actually it's just broken apart itself. It seems like 4 cars have broken away all by themselves. It's everybody for themselves out front right now. For Male Fair Racing seems to be the pick now for everybody in this qualifying race to take the pole position. They were quick last year pretty much, and they're quick again this year. There's Gulf Racing. They started in dead last, literally. Finished as the lucky dog in P2. Started dead last for this race, and now they're in the top 3. Familial Fell Racing still pulling away. For how long, I wonder? For how long are they going to let them run? Because there's only 21 laps to go. Still a long distance, so not only 20 laps to go, it's still 21 laps to go. But as you can see, Familial Fell Racing is the only smart car on the track right now. The entire lead pack, or chasing pack to be honest, because Familial Fell Racing seems to be like a pack with 20 cars going 300 miles per hour at the moment for the pack that is chasing, because they're all running the outside line for some reason. I don't get why, but oh well. Oh, but now it's the other way around. Familial Fell Racing running the outside. Maybe it got a bit boring out front all by itself. And a car seems to get catched up to quite fast now. But oh well, who knows. Oh yeah, and I should Saver walk again as always. I always forget that for some reason. Lap 33. And still, Familia Fell Racing all by themselves. Now the field decides to run the inside. Seems to be the better choice after all, doesn't it? I like that Rich Annerson Motorsports is doing their best to get the pole as well. And the gap is getting tinier and tinier by the lap. I think in about 5 laps, Familia Fell Racing will be catched up to. Oh, look at this. It's a divide. It's 4-on-4 for second place now. And 3 wide down the back straight. If not even 4 wide. Look at that gap. It's closing down. Getting tinier and tinier. And there's 4 packs. Isn't that interesting? An interesting divide. Only 2 cars opting to run the outs or the inside line there. You know, if you do run the outside of the whole corner, you at least get a speed boost at the end of the corner. But is it really going to help you to gain on the guy in front? I'm not sure about that. Of course, I kind of messed up with that in the newer Daytona version. But Yeah, well, here we go. Familiar Fella Racing has been catched up to by the other 6 cars. Rich Annerson Motorsports and 2JZ have fallen back a bit. Now Team Maggini right on the back of Familiar Fella Racing. I mean, it's obvious. They weren't going to run away forever. Linton didn't succeed in that either. But they did block for a long while in the closing stages of 2021's Daytona 1000, didn't they? Well then, Team Maggini, what will they do? Can they find a way past Familiar Fella Racing? They weren't able to last time. Let's see if they can do it this time. But here comes Porsche FX. Maybe able to surprise both of them, unless Familiar Fella Racing is able to block, and they do. Good job by Familiar Fella Racing to block that run. Down the back straight. And Flame Racing again at the back of the field. Team Maggini stuck on the outside is going to lose some positions. Or rather in the middle line. Lap 38. Jamie Lee Racing and Porsche FX to the point as Familiar Fella Racing drops up the track and says goodbye. Working lap 39. And now Gulf Racing to the point. Wetzinger and Rich Annerson Motorsports trying to get back up to those guys. Those 6 battling it out right now. Gulf Racing in front of Maggini, but it doesn't seem like they'll be out front for long. On board the helicopter cam here at the Daytona International Speedway. Gulf Racing out front. For how long? Maggini getting a run now. Down the back straight. Lap 42. And Porsche FX to the lead. Familiar Fella Racing holding back right now. There's the rest of the field. Flame Racing fallen down a long while. Haven't they? They will not get pole or even top 10 for the race at all. There is no way. Now Porsche FX and Gulf side by side in the tri-oval. But Gulf can't stay alongside to perhaps make a move as Jamie Lee Racing makes a move on Team Maggini. Here comes Familiar Fella Racing again. But wouldn't it be perfect for Rich Annerson Motorsports to somehow get pole in this race? It's been a crazy race. They're free wide in turn 1 and 2. Familiar Fella Racing dropping further down the field. It doesn't really matter where you start in the Daytona 1000. We say that all the time, but in the end, maybe it does after all. Who knows? And to Jay-Z on the double red line. The red and white line looking for the lead now here at Daytona with 6 to go in the Elite 20. Can't quite get it yet. Will they drop up to the top? No. I mean, they can't drop up. They can just drop down, and they're going to take the lead away. and it's a 7-car pack at the front. Perhaps these are the guys that are in the shootout for the pole. FTSRL Racing lacking keeping up with them right now. They were able to keep the lead for a long while, but now they're having problems to even keep up with the field. Can't even drop down there. 2 Jay-Z in the lead. 2 Carlin's advantage. It's not over yet. 4 to go. And Team Maggini drops down to the inside. FTSRL Racing dropping further and further down, now behind High Speed. Maggini, Power Racing, and Wetzinger drop down. 2 of those that I just named are heat winners. And they are on the preferred line, the inside line, of course. Drop back up to perhaps drop back down. No, they don't. Everybody's on the outside line. 2 Jay-Z following 2 Jay-Z. In case they drop down to the inside, and they do. Porsche FX is getting there. We're coming to 2 laps to go. Next time by, it's the white flag. Lap 49 here of the Elite 20. And after all, it seems that a lot of cars are actually in for this one. They're all coming back together for the final 2 laps here. 2 Jay-Z drops up. And Maggini, Power Racing, Wetzinger, they all again go down. It's going to be an interesting final lap here at Daytona. White flag in the air one more time around. 2 Jay-Z. They were my pick to win this qualifying race. And right now, everybody drops up. I don't know why they did that. Here they go down the backstraight for the final time. It's over. 2 Jay-Z's got this because nobody is trying to stop them. Here they come to the line. Checkered flag in the air. Winner of the qualifying Elite 20. It's 2 Jay-Z. What a job they did. Flame Racing did, in the end, not get last, so good for them. But still not a good finishing position. 2 Jay-Z, the winner. Porsche FX second, Gulf third. It's a good result, I'd say, for everybody. But that is that done. 2 Jay-Z picked to win, and they did indeed win. So, hey, what can you say? With that, then, the grid for the 2023 FTSRL Daytona 1000 is set, as 2 Jay-Z will start from the pole position alongside Porsche FX. Or rather FX Racing, because of course they don't even have the Porsche there anymore, because well, we removed manufacturers. To be honest, it was getting out of hand. Some people were wanting to have Watch as a manufacturer. But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow for the other race, and most importantly, the Daytona 1000.